that because whenever we are going for any production, those kind of things, we go with Enterprise Plus. Now we'll be going with Enterprise only. Just select Enterprise. By default, it will be the option available to us. Edition preset, here now you can change it to either development environment or production environment or sandbox. Sandbox was not there previously, recently they have added. So when I just went through the Google code, it was not there initially. Now past 3-4 months only it has been added. So we can go with sandbox only, it is for practice purpose. Now here the versions of MySQL databases, I am just going with MySQL, MySQL, which is an open source one. There are PostgreSQL also which is available. Even you can use that as well. So since I am not aware of PostgreSQL and even your student might be not aware of PostgreSQL, you can go with MySQL only. Different version of MySQL is available. You can go with MySQL 8.4 or MySQL 8.0. I don't know the upgrades of 8.4, so I'll be going with MySQL 8.0. Any version you can choose. Almost it will be the same, but only few I can say SQL statements will be changed. Rest everything will be same. And you can give any instant ID for this. For that, they told that you need to use letters, numbers, and hyphens. So you need to start with a letter. They are giving the rules for that. So I'll be giving it as MySQL1. So you can give any name for that. And you need to write a password, and that password should be remembered by you. So you just add a password here. That password should be remembered, and they say you need to give a strong password. Let's not complicate the things. We'll give simple password only. Anyhow, it is for practice purpose. I am giving admin123. Admin123 is the password which I am giving. So I can see that. So I am giving it as admin123. So you can give any password. It is for MySQL access and authentication. I have given it as MySQL 123. And without password also you can do. If you give no password, you need not give any password, but that is not the right way. Authentication should be given. Next, you need to choose your region. Password policy you need not worry about. It is by default it will be set. So we will not complicate the things. So let's not worry about it. Now here you can choose the region. So US Central here it has been automatically chosen. If you want multi-region, you can click on multi-region and you can specify the zones, which zones you want, first primary zone and the secondary zone. I want in the single zone, so I'm just limiting to the single zone, US Central A, and in that I'll be giving the zone as 1A only. US Central 1A. You can give multi-zones also, primary zone and secondary zone can be given, or else you can give it as single zone. It is depending on our usage. Since I'm going for demonstration purpose, so one zone is sufficient. Suppose if you are going for production or development, you can go for multi-zones where the people are accessing from the different regions. Now you can see the cost also. So the total cost without discounts is $0.14. This is what the cost of the computing is, and the complete cost is being displayed here, how much it is going to charge, everything you can see it on right hand side. Let's see the configurations. Machine configuration, it is given 2 EPUs, 2 vCPUs and 8 GB. I'll just reduce this. I'm sufficient with 1 CPU, 1 virtual CPU, and 3.5 GB RAM is sufficient for me. I'm not going with 8 GB RAM so that the cost reduces. Just you can dedicatedly select that 1 virtual CPU with custom, and you can make it as 3.75 GB. I can say GB of space. If you want any data cache, you can add that. So as of now, in the free tier, it is not enabled for us. And storage type, whether you want SSD or you want HDD, you can decide. SSD is a bit quicker and the cost is higher. Either you can go for SSD or still you can go for HDD. The choice is yours. But the HDD is less cost compared to SSD, and HDD is lower compared to your SSD. And even your storage capacity, they have given it as 10 GB, so we are limiting to the 10 GB. And enable automatic storage increase, you can enable that, so that if your storage is going beyond 10 GB, automatically it scales up. And if it is decreasing, automatically it scales down. So that can be enabled. Let's go for IP connection. Public IP is enabled. We need to enable this public IP, otherwise we can't access a database. So we can enable private IP also. In that case, what we will do, we will
give a authentication to IAM. So I'll say only this person. For example, Abraham should access my data. So I'll be allocating that role, only he can access it. That is called as private IP. So as of now, we are making it as public so that anybody can access my, I can say, MySQL. Authorization, we are not doing anything. So let's keep save. Data protection. So number of days 7 and automatic backup also we can enable. So automated daily backups you can set at timings. Yes. So during that particular span, yes sir.
Public IP we have to.
We have to enable this public IP, sir. And later on authorization, we are not doing network authorizations. Next is data protection. In the data protection, how many days your data after deletion it should be protected, you can say. And you can go for backups, daily backups. After how many days you want backup? Every day if you want, you can set the days as minimum as 7. After 7 days only it goes for backup. Okay, and you can set it, you can increase it. So 10 days, after 10 days I want backup. After how many days? Minimum days is 7. After how many days you want backup, you can set it here and you can give a timeline for backup also. During that time, automatically it goes for backing up your data, which is stored in your, I can say, MySQL. It will be replicated somewhere else in another region so that your data is stored securely. And log also, if you want, see, enable point in time recovery means, for example, till, let us say now the time is 2 o'clock, till 2 o'clock I made some changes. At 2:05 my data is lost. Point in time recovery is, I can just switch back to the 2 o'clock and I can recover my data. Point in time recovery is quick recovery of the data within the specified time. I can go back to the time 2 o'clock and I can make my data to obtain what was there at 2 o'clock. So that is called as just point in time recovery. So that can also be done with your SQL. And logs, how many days you want to preserve, you can say enable deletion protection, please remove this.
If you are not removing this, enable deletion protection is checked. If you are not removing this, you will not be able to remove your instance of SQL.
So please
uncheck this. Again, we have to edit the process. We have to enable that. That's again one more process. So let's uncheck this. Maintenance, after how many days you want to go for maintenance if any issues are there. For example, you will be getting a message from your banks, I think. Once in a while, once in 3 months or once in 2 months, our bank will be in the maintenance during this period. That is called as database maintenance period. So that also we can fix here. So what time we are going for the maintenance? Week 1, week 2 or week 3 at what time? So window maintenance, when we are doing it is on Saturday or it is on Monday, every 2 weeks once or every 3 weeks once or every, I can say, month once, we can fix it. Okay, on which day we are going for maintenance, everything can be fixed here. That we are not doing anything. We'll keep it as it is. Flags, we are not doing anything. So in the advanced options, maintenance period also we can set. So we can say the timings from when to when the maintenance will be there. For example, when I use HDFC Bank, I get a message every 3 months once or every 2 months once saying that during the night time between 12 a.m. to I can say 1 a.m. there will be a maintenance period. So that means that time they'll be recovering the data. Some other I can say upgradations they have to do my data to my data they'll be doing there. So that we can fix it here only. So whatever it happens in the production environment can be done here only. Query insights, nothing is needed. Let's keep it as it is. Labels also I'm not adding. So let's create instance. Click on create instance. So it is asking for save passwords. I'm not giving any save option. It will take some time. It will take some amount of time for creating your MySQL.
Save password.
No sir, don't save sir. If you save again, it will be saved in your system, so it's not needed. Anyhow, it is admin123, we can directly access it, we can use it. Now connecting to this is bit you can say a different way, we'll try to do. I told I'll be showing you Cloud Shell because that is also there in your syllabus. How do we access or how do we walk through the Cloud Shell? I'll be showing you now. Okay.
It will take some
It will
amount
take
of
some
time
amount of
because
time because
every
every
instance
instance
of
of
one
one VM it has to create on top of
VM,
your VM.
it has to
It has to
install
install
MySQL and make it
MySQL and make it
available.
available to us.
Any issues with
Any
the
issues
online
with the online
participants?
participants?
No, sir.
Let's wait for
Let's
it.
wait for it.
It takes some
It will take
amount of
some
time
amount of
and then
time
we'll
and then
proceed.
we'll proceed.
Any other issues, ma'am? Let's
Let's
refresh.
refresh this page and see.
Still
Still
creating.
creating. Let's wait for it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
done.
it's done for me. So I think it is done for you also, I guess.
Just check
Just
once it
check.
is
Once
done.
it is done, we'll proceed.
Once it is done,
Once
you
it
can
is done, you can
explore.
explore.
What
So
are the
what is the
utilizations?
utilization, everything? Sir?
Storage zero. SQL only.
SQL only, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ah, yes, sir. 0
10
to 10 GB.
You can
You can
explore
explore
different
different
components here.
components here.
What are
So what are the
the
different
operations
operations are can be
performed?
performed?
You can see the
You can see
charts
the
here.
charts
What's the
here.
total
What's the
memory
total memory
usage
usage
after we
after we
use?
use?
Everything
Everything
will
will
be
be
displayed
displayed
here.
here.
It's not done
It's
yet,
not
ma'am.
done yet, ma'am.
Will
Okay. It will be done. Need not worry. Let me check.
it will take 1 or 2 minutes. Take another 1 or 2 minutes. It will take some time.
Now I think you can explore all these things like what's the total memory usage, what kind of read-write operations we are performing. It will be showing in the form of chart so that we'll get to know who is accessing, how much data is being accessed, how many IOPS operations are done. Everything we can explore here on a day basis, on a 6-hour basis, on a one hour basis, or 30 days, or custom you can set for all those details and you can see. And it is also possible for us to add users also, give a provision for others. There is on your left hand side, can you see something called as users? Can you see something called as users? Yes or no? So let's click on.
See here there are
Options called as, right now we have only root user. We are the root users. It is possible for us to add users also. Let's not go for it. But it is possible for us to add users also. Okay, you can give built-in authentication, you can give username, and you can give password, and you can add the user, and that user also can access it. So that means they should be the registered user of your Google Cloud. If they are the registered users of the Google Cloud, it is possible for us to give the access for them also. So they can access to our database. That is one thing. And again, let's check whether this connection is established or not. So whether can we access this or not. So private IP connectivity we have disabled, public we have enabled.
So
So
here,
here,
go
go
for
for
connections,
connections, everyone.
click on
Connections.
everyone
Click on
So
connections.
just
So just
checking that
checking that
the
whether
connection
the
can be
connection can be
established
established with respect to this particular
MySQL
MySQL or not. Let's go for connectivity test. Here there is something called as connectivity test. Summary, we will be landing at summary. There are other three options called as networking. There is other option called as security, and the last one is connectivity test. Just come to the connectivity test, everyone. Let's click on create connectivity test. Yeah, you can enable the API, ma'am. Enable the API. It will take a couple of minutes and it will enable it.
Are you able to
Are
see
you
this
able to see
window?
this window? Okay, now click on create connectivity.
You
You
can
can
give
give
any
any
test
test
name.
name.
So
So
I'm
I'm
just
just
checking
checking
whether
whether
I
I
can
can
connect
connect
to
to
the
the
MySQL or
MySQL or
not.
not. This is just a connectivity test, and
This might
this might not give us always 100% result, but let's check again. If you click on, I'm giving the name as test one, and I'm using TCP protocol only. The source is, let's leave it as current cloud SQL instance because we wanted to connect to the current cloud SQL instance only.
And
And
destination I'm giving
destination I'm
other
giving other, from where I am connecting. And yes, see, the source is nothing but to which we are connecting. We are connecting to the SQL instance, so I'm giving it as current SQL instance. Destination is nothing but from where we are connecting to it. So I'm specifying other. Okay, and IP address, through IP address I'm just trying to connect it. So that means I can connect from any device. So I don't know the IP address of the device which I'm connecting. So I'll give the generic IP address which we have discussed previously. That is 0.0.0.0 slash 0. You can just specify this. This IP address is, I can say anybody from any IP address can connect to it. So there is an option called as, this is an IP address used in Google Cloud. Just you can remove this slash 0. We are not limiting that. You can give just 0.0.0.0. Remove that slash 0 because it is not accepting. Don't give this. Uncheck this. This is an IP address used in the Google Cloud because we are not using any 0.0.0 IP address, but I don't know which IP address from which system I am connecting. This system's IP address also I don't know. That's why I just give generic IP address 0.0.0.0. That means it says from any device I can connect to and give the destination port as 80 only. Give the destination port as 80 only.
And
click on create. Let me check.
it will take some time. 0. Destination is correct. Above. IP address. Here we need to see one. That IP address. You remove uncheck that. And now we just click on it.
Okay, my test has been created, but it is saying that undetermined. So configuration is not successful. Let me create one more test. I'll delete this test or else create one more test. Let me check. I'll give the name of the test as test2. Protocol is TCP only. Current SQL instance. Destination is other. IP address. We are giving it as 0.0.0.0. IP address on Google Cloud. So I say it is confirmed. Destination network, I don't know. Will not give it. Let's create it now. Let me see. Still it is saying undetermined. So test is not successful for us. I know the reason. Let's explore that. I'll tell you the reason. Because authorization is not taking. So it has to take. We'll get it done through the Cloud Shell and then we'll come back to it. Because it's not able to identify my project, which project I am running this. This is the issue, I guess. I think it is happening for everybody. Everyone it is showing that undetermined. Or sometimes it may be failed also. Okay, now let's explore the Cloud Shell. Till here it is clear for everyone. Click on this here. Beside of your notification section, there is something called as Cloud Shell. If you take your cursor on that, active Cloud Shell, activate Cloud Shell. You can see that. Activate Cloud Shell. Everyone. Just click on that. Just click on that. It will take some time and your Cloud Shell gets activated. This is your Cloud Shell. This is your Cloud Shell. I think it will be asking for you to enable, or sometimes it will directly open. It has opened. Through Cloud Shell, you can interact with same Google Cloud by using commands. You can interact with the same Google Cloud by using commands. Okay, now we'll run one command to interact with our MySQL. So run this command, everyone. Gcloud. Just type it as Gcloud. SQL. Connect. Connect, and you need to give your instance name. My instance name is MySQL1. SQL instance name you have to give. In my case it is different, in your case it might be different.
gcloud
space SQL space connect space your instance name. My instance name is MySQL space space hyphen
just give it as
just give it as
user
user
is
is
equal
equal
to
to
which
which
user
user
you
you
are
are
trying
trying
to
to
log
log
in.
in. The user is root.
Just
Just
specify that.
specify that.
MySQL one is
Yeah,
Yeah,
MySQL
MySQL one it is.
So my
So my
instance name is
instance name is
MySQL1.
MySQL one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we'll
So
proceed
we'll
with this.
proceed with this.
MySQL1
MySQL one hyphen user is equal to root.
just press
Just
enter.
press enter.
It's asking for
Is
the
asking for the
authorize.
authorize.
Give
Give
authorize.
authorize.
User is
User
equal
is
to
equal
root.
to root.
Give the
Give
authorize.
the authorize.
It will take some
It will take
amount of
some amount
time.
of time.
Okay, this
Okay, this
is one
is
issue
one
which
issue
is
which
not done. Let's see what we can do. If you ask for password like that, then give the password which are given by MySQL admin 123 login. not show. Anytime cloud shell password will not be production or why it will be taken. MySQL class. Those are the passwords.
Okay, we need to give the password here. The password which we set for MySQL, that is admin123. I'll just type. It will not display. You can just type and press enter. Automatically it takes.
Take
Take a couple of minutes.
Take the
Take the password and verify it. Let me redo this process. I think the cloud shell is stuck in my case. I'll redo this. Correct, sir. It's correct.
Yes.
Yes, MySQL with arrow will be displayed. Yes, sir. Correct. Now I'll run gcloud. I think we need to give SQL. SQL connect. I need to give an instance name MySQL1. My user is root. Let me run this. It's taking some time. Let me wait. I think my cursor, my shell was stuck because I couldn't use it from last time. For a long time. for whom it has been created and the arrow is being displayed, okay, just execute the command called as show databases. Execute the command called as show databases. Show databases followed by semicolon and run it. How you are using your MySQL, the same way you use it and you create one database, create your table, add something into it. How do we access it? Where it reflects, everything will be seeing through this. So it is asking for password. I'll give my password. Now let me wait. It has been taken. See, it is in my MySQL window right now. So I'll just execute show databases. Show databases. If I execute this, you can see some of the databases which are already there. MySQL, performance schema, system information schema, everything is available. I'll go to MySQL now. So this is my shell. This is how we interact with the shell. Shell-based interaction is always command-based interaction only. Let's go to the MySQL instance which is present here. I'll just click on MySQL instance. I'll just click on MySQL instance. Can you all see what I'm trying to do? Just minimizing it. I just minimized my terminal. This is my, I can say console. I'm in the console right now. Okay, everyone are in the console right now. Just click on, I can say equal here.
Sir, sir, I am trying to give my password, but still it is not working, sir.
It will be working, but it will not display, ma'am. You need not worry about it. You just type it and press enter, ma'am.
Okay.
It is not showing the database.
It will not show
It
the
will
data.
not show the data, ma'am. It will not show the password.
No, sir, not
Just
about the
type it.
password. After that, after we give show databases, it is not showing any databases which is there.
That means your MySQL is not properly logged in, ma'am.
Show
Show
data
databases with semicolon you have to execute.
Yes, sir. I had missed semicolon. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Okay,
now,
so now I
I
asked you to click on this SQL and you will be in this SQL instance.
Only
Only one SQL instance is running right now. We'll
We'll
click on this MySQL instance. Just click on this MySQL instance. Okay, we just saw the connections, everything. Now if you want to contest the connection, I think it will be successful right now. So I don't want you to go for that. Go for the databases here. On your left hand side, when you clicked on the MySQL instance 1, on your left hand side, there are some primary instances which are available. In that, click on these databases. In that, click on these databases. When you click on the databases, you can see that the databases which it was displayed there, it shows from here only. So that means GUI based access is also available and the command based access is also available. That is what I wanted to show. Cloud Shell is meant for command based access. And even we can make non-command based access just by using this. I'll be showing you by creating one database. There is something called as create database here. Can you see here? Yes, sir. Click on the create database, give any name for it. I'll be giving database name as svat underscore db. So svat underscore db, and here it is asking for the format. Just keep it default, character set format. Location, collation, keep it default. Don't do anything. Just click on create. I'm just giving one name. Rest everything is default. Just click on create. It's creating the database. It's creating the database. Once after creating the database, it will just notify us. It has been added here. You can see svat underscore db. It has been added here. Can you see here? Yes or no? So now I need to make sure whether it is being reflected in my cloud shell or not. Am I able to access this in the cloud shell or not? Let's open this cloud shell. In the cloud shell, again I'll run the same command called as show databases. If I run the show databases, now you can see svat underscore db is visible there also. Can you see? svat underscore db is visible there also. Cloud shell, I wanted to say it is just a mode of access. Since MySQL can't be performed with complete GUI, for creating a table, for inserting the data, we can't go with complete GUI. So that's why we make use of Cloud Shell for performing all these operations. Now I want you to create one database by using Cloud Shell, and inside that one table and add some data to it. I'm not writing commands for that. I want you all to try and select queries, everything you run. Simple operations to be performed on this. Try that.
So can you create templates and people try to access it? Create a database here through Cloud Shell
That gets reflected there also. I'll be showing you that as well. It automatically adds into the database list of our MySQL 1, which is our instance. I'll show you. So how do we create a database? So by using create database, database name. So I'll be giving database name as, you can say, movies database. If I say, so it has been executed here. So if I go to my instance and check here, if I refresh this,
See that
see that movies database has been added here. Can you see? The movies database has been added here. So now inside this movies database, I wanted to create one table and add some information to it. Please try to do that.
So I just
So I'll
use
just
the
use the
database.
database.
Refresh
Refresh is nothing but page refresh, sir.
here.
Here,
Page
page refresh.
reload.
Reload.
Address bar
Address bar
page
allogi
reload.
page reload ಮಾಡಿ sir.
So I'll use
So
this
I'll use this
database
database which I have created. So that is movies database. I'll just say use movies. So that means that database has been used right now. Now I try to create a table. For creating a table, it's a command we use, create table. And we need to give a table name. So I'll give my table name as movies underscore TB. Okay, so movies underscore TB. And we need to give, say, attributes to it. So let's give some attributes also. I'll give name of a movie, so which should be again of a character type. And I'll say maximum of 100 characters can be stored. Sure. Check. Absolutely. Okay. Reception. For pilots. Yeah. Later. Execution for executive process. And then back. Injection cognitive control acei and other these I think I like it all. Yes. ನಾಲ್ಕು ಹನ್ನೆರಡು ಅರ್ಜುನ್ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಅದರ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬಾರದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕನ್ನಡ ಅದಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ ವಿಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಈಗ ಬರೋಣ 5 ಶೋ ಓಕೆ ಇದು ಮಾತ್ರ ಫ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ 23 ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ Again, so yeah, market. Okay, so name I have added. I'll give other one is movie name and length of the movie, which is of integer type. And again, instead of length, we'll give duration of the movie. Is of type int. Again, I'll give another one as movie type. Try to give char maximum of 50 characters. I'll run this. It's working. So I'll just execute show tables. So it's working. So now I need to add some data into it. So how do we do? First execute insert into table name. So the table name is movies underscore tb. Movies underscore tb. So I need to add values. So I'll just give values. So the first one is name of the movie. So I'll give some name as XYZ. So again, the duration is, I'll say 120 minutes. And the third is again type of a movie. I'll say horror. So that's it. So data has been added. Similarly, I'll try to insert another movie, which is of ABC 120. Again, I'll say the movie's genre is romantic. Let's run this. We'll add one more. So I'll say movie type is horror again. So the primary key constraints that everything I'm not checking. I'm just adding randomly. So I'll say BBB as my movie name. So again, it belongs to a horror. So you can add multiple rows at the same time. That's your choice. I'll just make it as CCC, and I'll make the length as 200. And again I'll say this falls under again action. Let's execute this. So now if I say select star from that particular table, I can see the entire content. Select star from the table name is movies underscore TB. Movies underscore TB. So it's showing all my content which I have added, and specifically picking that element is also possible. So all your commands, what I wanted to say is, see, installing MySQL takes a lot of steps.
And we need our virtual, say, the device, physical device, but everything can be done in fraction of seconds if we have cloud resources. We hardly almost 5 minutes of our entire process. The entire provisioning of your, I can say, virtual machines, I can say, capabilities and MySQL is free installed, everything is available to us. You can use this database to connect over the internet and access the content from this particular database. Everything can be much easier. So instead of deploying it on local machine, if we are using the cloud, things can be much easier. It can be accessed from anywhere. Modify the data, everything can be provided. So you can run any kind of any query still runs on this. Password protected. Still we want third layer of encryption to add that. Since this password protected, now we have given some dummy password, but password can be strongest password so that nobody can stay there. And we can still limit the access to if I'm accessing my Google Cloud during that time, MySQL, that limitation also can be made. And still you can give an access to another person. For example, I'm the administrator on this database. I can give access to you. Only the role is can just add the data. Provisioning not deleting the data. Those kind of restrictions are available.
So if I want to pick only, I can say duration whose length is greater than 150 or something, that can also be done. Select name from movies underscore TV, where I can say duration is greater than or equal to 150. You can do that. Still it shows the name of a movie whose duration is greater than 150 minutes. Any kind of queries you can still execute on this.
That is what I
just wanted to show.
How your MySQL works. Exactly the same way it works. Any number of tables can be created. Any number of databases can be created. Correlate many tables. The primary key, foreign key, whatever things are there, everything can be done. However, your MySQL works 8.0 version. Similarly, it works. Next
actually, okay, is it done?
You can exit
from this just by clicking on exit. So I think we are out of MySQL right now. If you type exit, it will come out of the MySQL. This is actually exploring of your Cloud Shell. You can show this. Even VM can be created through this by using gcloud. So by using gcloud command, we can still create the VM also on this Cloud Shell. You can explore that as well. Okay, I think actually we wanted to explore few more things here. You can see this. So when I went with persistent disk, we showed many persistent disk options, right? Like persistent disk, PD standard, what happens, balanced persistent disk, which we have chosen. In which kind of situation we need to choose balanced persistent disk, I have shown here. And in which kind you have to choose performance persistent disk, extreme persistent disk. When you have to choose, we have explained again in cloud storage also. So what's the use of creating the buckets and how this appears? If you create one cloud storage, we are just worrying about only creation of the bucket. But what are all the other things provisioned for us? We have mentioned here. They also provide one compute engine for us, one BigQuery, billing, monitoring, cloud storage. Inside the cloud storage only we will be having this. But all these things are provisioned for us. And it will be having a hierarchy of organization. This is what I told, which comes with domain name. And inside that there will be, you can create a project. That was my first project was a project which we created. Inside that you can create a bucket. And inside the bucket you can have any number of photos. And one more thing which you have to remember in the cloud storage is, you can't create bucket inside the bucket. You can create any number of the buckets, but creating the bucket inside the bucket is not possible. But inside one bucket, you can create any number of folders. That is possible, okay, in the cloud storage. And any objects can be imported to it. You can upload any object and you can delete any object. Even if your data is deleted, it preserves there for specified number of days. You can retrieve your data whenever you want, even if it is lost. These are some of the features of it. And we spoke about the buckets. And bucket names also has some rules and regulations. You need to please go through this while explaining it to the students. And the storage classes also, we have discussed about these storage classes also. Like I told some metadata is stored inside that. That metadata is nothing but data about the data, like what kind of information is stored and when it has been accessed and who is the user who accessed it, at what time he has accessed. All those information will be there. And this is what I explained while creating the storage classes. This is what we have chosen, standard storage. But there were other storages also, nearline storage, whole line storage. I think I spoke about this. Am I right? Okay, so archive storage. Here you need to remember minimum storage duration. So what will be the duration of that and what is the availability of the data? Depending on that, you can pick which storage you want while creating that. And the cloud storage demo, we have discussed about this. How do we create the cloud storage bucket, uploading and setting up for the static hosting. We have discussed about this, right? Like index.html and error.html, how we can host that. And what is database? You all know about it. So these are some of the GCP services which are available. Cloud SQL, Cloud Spanner. It is also a distributed relational database only, Cloud Spanner, which is having high consistency. I showed only one database to you, which is called as Cloud SQL. There are other databases also. In our curriculum, they asked about only MySQL only, so we went with MySQL. The Cloud Big Table is also available. This cloud big table is meant for, I can say, analytical purposes, like OLAP operations we call it as. For that OLAP operations, we use big table, and we have cloud file store, we have cloud memory store, and again, these are all some of the other cloud services which are provided by your Google. For NoSQL databases, see, big table is for NoSQL, which is, I can say, column based. NoSQL again has different types, right? Column based, graph based. Again, we have types like we call it as semi-structured data, right? We call it as in the form of key value pairs, yes or no, those kind of data, and BSON format data. So all those data, we have different storages. They are all present in your Google Cloud. We discuss about what is Cloud SQL, and you can go through these theoretical concepts. And we also discussed about demo of this Cloud SQL. So further, we wanted to go to actually VPC networks and creating a VPC networks. It will take much time for VPC networks. I need to leave a bit quickly today, so by 3:15 I thought of winding up. Rest of the concepts, like Kubernetes, one concept which we left out, and the other concept is, I can say, VPC networks and VPC peering, which probably within a week I'll prepare one content on this video lecture, and I'll be sharing it. I have my own YouTube channel. I'll be uploading there, and that link I'll be provisioning for you all, so that you can go through that. And some of you requested for manual of that. I'll be preparing that manual also, like
complete
complete
screenshot
screenshot for every program, what
they
they
need
need to explain.
what
We
we
explored,
explored,
this much detail is not needed for students.
only
Only what is needed, I'll just prepare that, and that
PDF
PDF I'll try to share.
10
10
experiments.
experiments, what is there.
And
And another two experiments, it is part of this
IAM.
IAM services only. I'll try to give that also.
That
Okay, that I'll make sure from my end, but I need a week of time, not immediately. I need a week of time. Okay. So for further details, if you have any queries, I'll just write my name so that my number and email ID, you can just contact me. This is my name. So my number is. So my email. Just check through this. And we missed out one thing. We did not delete that instance. It will be charging for us. It will be charging for us. Let's go and delete first, and then we'll do the other task. So we'll go back to our instance. We have to delete this instance first. We'll go to the SQL. There will be an instance of SQL. We'll delete this. I'll select this. So check this. There will be an option for delete here only. Right click on this action. There is a delete option. Let's delete this. So it is asking for instance ID. Instance ID is MySQL1 in my case. In your case, what is your instance name? Just give that and click on delete. Click on delete. I think it will be deleted. I think the 2 days of time which you spent is productive, I guess. So at least few concepts you have learned. Many things to explore, and the rest of the things I'll try to convey to you in a simplified way only. We'll see it will happen. If any doubts, you can reach out to me. So we'll try to clear all those things. Even after the semester starts also, if you feel somewhere few things are needed, we can do that. So even if any small concept need more explanation, I can make a video and I can send it, or else we can connect virtually and we can do that. So that part we can do it from our end. I think I'll just tell them so that we can wind up. Anything from your end, ma'am, so that anything which I missed out. Deleting the service, let it complete.
Our instance create last.
Yes, sir. We'll do that. I'll create that. Multiple VPCs and pairing it is simple only, but it is the process takes much time. That's it. I'll do that. We'll get it done, sir. No issues. Tomorrow, I think they are taking it on Tasco, ma'am. So it was told, yeah, 3 days they told, but for me it was informed for 2 days only. Tomorrow, I think they're starting with one more Tosca, I guess. This is what the information which I got. For me, Saraj informed about 2 days only actually. 3 days they did not inform.
3 days in the sense we have moved ticket from tomorrow.
Oh. Saraj told me 2 days only. So I prepared for coming here for 2 days only because I have other responsibilities also. So let's check with sir if any alternative people are there, or else not to worry about it. So the content I'll make it ready. So that is an assurance from my end. Which are missed, we'll get it done. That is not an issue. So, but for me, when the date was actually the next week only. This week, I think Friday and Saturday were our workshop supposed to be. Then they preponed it, agreed for that. So 2 days was informed to me by sir. Okay, for the side from Sai Vidya. Let's check with them once. Any issues, any sorts of doubts, I shared my contact number. You can call. I'll be happy to address that. We'll do that. See, at the end of the day, students should get benefit. That is our motto is. So let's do that. That is not an issue. You can connect to me, so we'll get it done. Any sorts of issue, even if it is most difficult also, we'll get it done. So even I have my friends working in Google Cloud platforms. We'll take their suggestions if it is too difficult. Okay, so we'll get it done. Sorry, sir.
How many programs did we cover, sir?
Please delete your instance which I told. Sir,
Cloud run, when you check in the cloud run, nothing should be there. No service should be running.
Okay.
Okay, you can just.
No worries.
So no worries.
Leave it for a day today. And one more thing which I did not say. Actually, this is most important. Go to your Google Pay or Phone Pay where you pay. Go to your Google Pay.
Online participants also please go to your Google Pay or Phone Pay,
Where you have
where
paid
you
some
have
money
paid
for
some money
Google
for
Cloud,
Google
right?
Cloud, right?
You have
You have
enabled
enabled
auto
auto
pay.
pay.
Just go to that particular
15,000 auto pay.
Just click on that view auto pay.
Just click on that view auto pay.
Just click on that view
Just
auto
click on
pay.
that view auto pay.
Even phone pay
Even
also
Phone Pay also it will be
the
showing.
auto pay where
The auto
you
pay
made,
where you
that
made, the transaction history, if you go, it will be showing.
Click on that,
Click on that, there will be auto pay enabled.
There
There is
is
an option for you.
close auto pay,
Close auto pay and pause auto pay.
Yes sir.
Sir, one more
Cancel auto pay
point.
or pause auto pay.
Go for
Go
cancel
for
auto pay.
cancel auto pay.
Pause only.
Pause only.
You can delete.
You can
So I
delete.
think in
So I
phone
think
pay
in Phone Pay it is giving delete, but in Google Pay it is giving cancel. It's one and the same.
Yes. Go to the transaction. This one, you can cancel, delete. So those who are using phone pay, delete it. Those who are using Google Pay, cancel it. Pin number. Because it should identify this one. Once it is deleted, now you are not authorized your bank to be, it can't deduct automatically. Yes, ma'am. Not possible. Free services, it is continuous 91 days. That's it. They'll automatically stop it. They'll not give any provision for us that we can pause and continue. The other option is on another Gmail ID, so we can run through it. We'll find out any other issues. Just talk to me anytime. So we'll respond to that.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
MySQL instances is
And it
not
is Kalike, ma'am.
updated.
Kalike, and you check us Kalike channel, so you can find, I guess. Or else I'll be sharing. Just drop a message in the WhatsApp. I'll just share that. Yes. Yes. No, it's here only. We have to go to canteen. Yes. Sure, sir. I'll come. Sure.
Kalike, just bring me over WhatsApp. I think Kalike channels
Just ping
more
me
are
over
there.
WhatsApp. I think Kalike channels more are there. So that's why I'll just share it. Okay.
And one more thing,
And one more thing,
not promoting,
not promoting. If anybody is interested, we have a firm called as Technical Hub. Those who are ready to learn
new technologies
new
and
technologies and want to join our team,
you can send your resume.
send your resume.
I'm
I'm
not
not promoting my firm, just I'm saying. Good salaries will be paid, but
have
should have a zeal to work
beyond
beyond hours.
some
Some sort of work for betterment of the students' life. So
that's
that's one thing I wanted to say.
Sir, one doubt I'm having, sir. Hello, sir.